Williams back in as the Heat starting point guard. Vince Carter back atop the net scoring. Opponents in the paint ever since the San Antonio game. Heat lead by 5. Vince Carter driving past Haslam. Oh yes, a jackknife dunk for Vince Carter. That he can do.
What you're trying down there, because he's not only big, he's athletic, he's got great footwork and a good touch.
11-4 as Carter spins and finishes plus the foul.
Vince Carter, we told you he was on a roll, averaging 32 a game in the 4-game winning streak. As he comes down, he spins on Shaq, and you see Udonis reach in. He's got to move his legs a little deeper in there. And then earlier, Udonis had no shot right there. Vince Carter's too quick, did the inside-out dribble like Wade does, and then did a reverse dunk.
Vince Carter's had 30 points or more in 3 of the Nets' last 4 games. He is the number 12 scorer this season in the NBA at 23 points per game. Heat fans, we want to remind you, wear red to the ball game Christmas Day. Coach and I getting the early jump with the red holiday tie. Heat are definitely too deep at point guard. At least 3 on the shot clock. Carter's game and his shot as well. First field goal of the second quarter. 9 points for the 2-2 run. So now the Heat lead is 9 as Carter takes aim, drills it. Vince Carter, 11 points tonight. And the Heat have equaled their biggest lead of the game at 15. Morning went shot block hunting, but Carter able to find the bottom of the well.
Carter
followed by a bucket.
Well, you never really know what his value is, Eric, how good it is, because he does a lot of intangible things you don't find in the box score.
Things he does, ricochets off and taken down by Cliff Robinson. The Nets are within 4. Nice pass. Carter with a hammer dunk off a great one bounce from Kidd.
Carter does what Wade does. He goes up, and then when someone tries to get in his way, he just hangs in the air and goes up another couple of steps and throws it down. One of the great dunkers in the NBA, Vince Carter.
Now the Nets are closest they have been since the score was 4-2. A lot of good hoops still left.
Carter just runs behind all the Heat players. He bursts of speed, and Kidd finds him. It's too late. Once he catches the ball in there and gets up in the air, it's like Wade. Once they get to the launching pad, forget about it.
Vince Carter, the number 8 scorer in the NBA last year when he averaged 24.5 points a game. Cliff Robinson exchanging with Vince Carter. Wade still on Carter, who slips past him and hits on the runner over the top of O'Neal.
Now how high you got to get that over
with an X, but next year is their option.
See, Carter gets inside. Once he gets to that launching pad, gets up in the air, very difficult to stop him once he accelerates. Look how high he has to get up over Shaq. And it's reminiscent of what Dwayne Wade does when he goes to the basket. And the Heat come back in a 2-3 zone. Off the made free throw.
Here comes Carter. The hook over O'Neal drops home. And when he gets in this kind of zone, look.
In the zone again, 2-3 zone. Gary Payton has been inserted for Dwayne Wade.
And here's Carter, gives the Nets the lead. And is that their first lead tonight? Yes, it is. They take it.
Over the last couple weeks or so, moving without the ball, getting it done. During the first month of the season, Vince Carter was putting stats in the book, but you couldn't remember how. A far departure from Carter's ability to make you recall each of his baskets. But the Vinsanity is back. During the Nets' 4-game win streak, Carter's been more aggressive, and the results are obvious. He's hitting around.
Saying, look, Vince Carter's got to touch the ball.
Vince Carter, an 84% foul shooter this year. 19 points, 11 rebounds for the Diesel. Heat now at 28 points in the paint. Jefferson pitch back for a Carter 3. Oh my. Is he feeling it or what? His second triple of the quarter. 37% in this game.
Well, you got to play good D while you stop the bleeding on offense. He's going to get back in the rhythm of this game, but they don't want to get too far behind.
The Nets have hit 9 of their last 10 shots, make it 10 out of 11. Vince Carter having what you would call an untouchable quarter.
So a lot of good stuff there. Christmas Day, Sunday.
But Atlanta wins their 7th game of the year, having won 9 of their last 11 games. 35 points.
Well, right, great.
Vince Carter now has. Vince Carter leading the Nets with 37 points. He's hit his last 4 shots. He's 12 of 24 for the night, and he's already played 41 minutes. Comes left, down the lane, runs into O'Neal and scores anyway. Well, it's a new season high for Vince. He has 39 points. And that is the most ever scored by a Net in a regular season game against the Heat, surpassing the 38 that Derek Coleman had back in the '92 season. Got to give the Nets some defensive credit tonight as well.
A lot of similarities we mentioned between Wade and Carter. Watch as Carter goes in and draws contact, still is strong enough and has that body control.
Well, just 2 games ago, the control since the first quarter. Now they're a minute 34 away. Long time. Minute 6 left in the game.
Rebounds a game, almost 4 assists a game.
Vince Carter, 15 of 16 at the line tonight.
44.
And Carter now with 45. '47-43 by Mourning against the Nets back in February of 2000. Vince Carter now with 49. So the 4th highest scoring game by an opponent in 18 years of watching the Heat. And he'll get a chance to shoot some more free throws. 21 of 22 at the line. He will go to the stripe with 49 points. And his 24 free throw attempts in this game will also tie an all-time opponent high. Willie Burton had taken, actually that's free throws made, pardon me. Free throw attempts, let's see, he will finish, it looks like, with the 3rd most free throw attempts. Now Carter has 51 points in the game. Mike Newland and Ray Williams each had a 52-point game for the Nets. Ray Williams doing it in 1982, Mike Newland doing it in 1979. So one of the great games ever turned in by a New Jersey Net, and one of the great opponent nights against Miami in 18 years of Heat basketball. You don't like the result, but you got to tip your hat and respect the 51-point performance by Vince Carter. And the Nets coming here to Miami and winning it by 7. New Jersey has now won 5 in a row. This victory vaults them in the 1st place in the Atlantic Division.